Well, it's a tough day today for anyone that was still holding out hope that Jose Iglesias would be back to the Mets. He signed a minor league deal with the San Diego Padres, and nobody's really surprised, right? Or at least you shouldn't be. We all understand what he did for us last year. Iglesias was a great Met for a season. He was really a spark plug. He was great vibes, the OMG, all that stuff. It was awesome, right? He really helped turn their season around. They don't go as far as they did without him. I really believe that. But if you've been listening to David Stearns for the last month or so, maybe even 2 months, Iglesias was never coming back. He said it. He basically came out and told you that Iglesias will not be with the team. Now I see people on X currently crashing out. Sleepy Stearns is awful. Basically saying every good move the Mets have ever made is because of Cohen, every bad move is because of Stearns. Guys, what Stearns has said is he doesn't want to block the young players they have that are major league ready with Iglesias, with a guy who's not going to have any options moving forward. You have Brett Beatty, who you can say whatever you want. He has not been great when given an opportunity. But he's 25 years old, a former first-round pick, and he has talent. So they're not ready to give up on him yet, even if it's just to raise his trade value so they can trade him. They're not going to give up on him yet. You have Acuna, who every Met fan you see is in love with Acuna. They think he's going to be a superstar. He's going to be the next, best play, the next big superstar for the Mets. I don't believe that. But if you go and get Iglesias, you're blocking an opportunity for him to get playing time. Why would you do that? Mauricio, there's still fans who are enamored with Mauricio, thinking he's the next Ellie De La Cruz or something. He came up a couple years ago, and he looked pretty good. You want to see what you have with him. Going out and getting Iglesias is going to make Mauricio sit in the minor leagues for the whole season. So I think you have to really look at the context of this. They're not saying they hate Iglesias and they don't want him back and he's garbage and he's not going to be as good as he was last year. It's not that they're trying to save money. It's not about any of that. It's about giving an opportunity to young players who you want to see what you can get out of. Iglesias wasn't going to raise the level of this team. The best teams have guys ready and waiting to step up when a guy goes down or if a guy is struggling, right? You look at the options. Right now, let's say Brett Beatty is your backup middle infielder this year. If he struggles in April and he's terrible and he's batting .086, well, they can send him down and call up Acuna. And then what if Acuna struggles for a month, right? What if he's batting 102? Well, by then maybe Mauricio's healthy. Well, let's send Acuna down and bring up Mauricio. Let's see what we have there. You have options now. You have 3 different guys to fill the role that would have been taken up by Iglesias. So, while I understand people are upset, and you're allowed to be, he's a fan favorite. He was a guy who was very vital to us last year. This isn't anything that's going to hurt us. The same thing with Quintana. People were upset that Quintana went to Milwaukee. He only got $4 million. Stearns, what is Stearns doing? Why didn't Stearns sign him? They've moved on. The Mets have moved on from those players. I understand people like them, but the Mets have to move forward, and they're not thinking about who are fan favorites, and they're trying to make the best team and give guys opportunities. Part of having a good farm system and part of developing young players is giving them a chance. So if you're the type of fan who's never going to want to see a prospect get a chance, then you're always going to be pretty upset because the Mets will let players walk. In the future, they're going to let players walk that they don't need. Whether they're fan favorites or not, they're going to let them go. This is just an example of that. So it's okay to be upset about Iglesias leaving. It's okay to be upset about Quintana leaving. But this was always going to happen, and the Mets did nothing wrong by doing this. So crashing out on Stearns and saying what a terrible GM he is, and he's sleepy Stearns and cheap Stearns, and Cohen should really run everything. you kind of just show that you don't really know what you're talking about at that point, because there's no reason to get mad at David Stearns for Jose Iglesias signing a minor league deal with the San Diego Padres. And that's just my opinion, but you're going to be really upset as it continues to happen. So you just trust the process, understand this is what they're doing, and really that's it. And that's all I got today. So if you're still here, you like this kind of content, I have a bunch of other videos, watch them, subscribe, give me a like, and comment what you think about Iglesias going to the Padres. Maybe you think I'm completely wrong and I'm being dumb. Let me know. I don't care. Let me know. I don't delete comments. I don't get mad at people. Just let me know. But yeah, until next time, let's go Mets.